you refer at one point to people taking photographs of you. You know they're doing it when they think they're doing it sneakily. You do go into that in detail in the nightclub kiss incident, and you detail that.
Or Snoggate is the name.
Snoggate,
according to the Guardian.
And yeah, Owen Jones in the Guardian picks up on it, and you talk about it being the nightclub you're in being a safe space, and you felt this was intrusive. Other perspectives have been put forward in that, though. Let me ask you about, I don't know, did you read Donald Lynch, Sunday Independent columnist, last week? He writes a lot about the LGBT QI plus community, and his take of it was Owen Jones, the Guardian columnist, and Leo show that after millennia of being shamed just for who they are, gay people can now get away with stuff that would have their straight counterparts issuing grovelling apologies. Can you imagine if Simon Harris, as an example, was caught in a nightclub snogging some young one who wasn't his wife? How do you respond to that?
Yeah, look, I think it depends on the country in some ways. Like, one of the things that I feel I'm very, very lucky about is that I'm in a country where people largely want relationships to be between the two people involved and respect people's privacy and family. You see in the UK where it's totally different. Journalists turn up on the front doors of people's private homes looking for interviews. And I know that would have been covered very differently in the UK and probably in the US. Not in France or Spain. It does depend on the country. And I think Ireland is a country where people accept that relationships are between the two people involved. We've had Taoiseach who was separated and had a number of different girlfriends, and I mentioned how actually in some ways, and that's Bertie Ahern, that difference was helpful for me in terms of paving the way towards a different type of relationship in the top job. We know obviously about Charlie Haughey. I don't think any of them were shamed or told that they couldn't hold the Taoiseach's office, so I disagree with that assessment. I understand where it comes from though, and there are people in the LGBT community who are worried about the backlash against us at the moment. And one of the things we will discuss about more often in private than in public is we need to be careful that we don't always demand that we be celebrated. And I know some people see that is what pride is. I don't agree with that, but it's something we have to bear in mind.